preparation for our rollout of AQEM, we're visiting some of our customers, and we're here with our great friends at BioBridge Global.
Hey, John, how's it going?
Hey, good to see you.
Welcome to our donor pavilion.
We're spending an entire day learning more about BioBridge Global and their products and processes. We're also discovering how they're using AQEM to bring life-changing products and services to the great state of Texas. So what did you think when you first logged in?
The way the early adopter program is you always are just logged in, and then they say, just go for it, we want to see what you do. I logged in, saw kind of the lay of the land, and it was very intuitive in terms of how do you do different things.
What was your first impression?
I was surprised on it delivering everything I was expecting it to deliver. You want to make sure they get that first impression right whenever it goes live?
Well, its first impression is important, but honestly, like, the more important thing is what happens down the road, in 6 months or 12 months, and you're like, you're scaling it, and the product's robust. It's been developed with an architecture that can really, because we have customers that are putting a lot of data through the system.
Hi, my name is Matt Seitz-Piquette. We're at Fagron Sterile Services in Canton, Massachusetts. We're happy to welcome our friends from MasterControl today.
This is a 503B outsourcing facility, so we compound drugs, repackage them to send to customers.
Fagron Sterile Services is creating the future of personalized medicine through their global compounding capabilities. We're discussing how AQEM helps those processes be as efficient and effective as possible. In your first session, what were you most excited about?
Being able to customize this. So this was easy to use, I felt, but being able to so simply just make another step, I can delete it, I can make parallel steps, I can add as many as I want, and I can customize all the fields. That's wonderful.
Both Fagron and BioBridge Global have been key partners in developing AQEM.
Do we have a minute? I can have you walk through it really quick. It's really easy.
Oh, sure.
Now with AQEM, I'll be able to put that in the hands of my local admins, and they can create other processes and forms for them without having to run it through a larger organization, because it's easy, and it's easy to validate, easy to set up, and we'll be able to see improvements in efficiency in many other areas of the business beyond quality events.
I was surprised on how far I had come, and I remember asking, hey, this feels like it's almost ready to go live. When are we going live?
And this has been fun for me. I enjoy using MasterControl, and I am comfortable with it, and I know so much about it that I am comfortable being an SME, and I find it fun.
Yeah, I like the Steve Jobs approach, where it's like you under-promise and over-deliver. The whole, I have 1,000 songs in my pocket, and just pulls it out. I thought that was fantastic. Really, what I would like to do is build out this entire framework and reimagining how our quality events are managed, and then have that moment where I can do the aha moment. Because of how easy it is to make changes, I honestly feel confident that we're going to have a product that we can make everybody happy. Right now, when you get things like a deviation, it's a lot of information and it can be overwhelming. But if you have something like AQEM that has logic-based questions in there, you're able to ask questions one at a time, two at a time, something that's easier for someone who's not as familiar to be able to fill it in and then feel comfortable with their responses.
With AQEM and how quickly we can configure and customize it, we think we'll be able to roll out these quality event management at sites faster and get them digitized faster.
One thing that AQEM does is it allows you to have more flexibility in the data that you're collecting, right? Because you just add a field if you need to collect it. So that's going to be awesome. But also, at the same time, the reporting is going to be completely different than it was in FBS.
AQEM will be transformational for the quality events. Putting into other processes just takes it to the next level.
The simplicity that how the roles are set up in AQEM is a huge relief to me.
As you scale your organization and how you use and incorporate AQEM into it, how do you see this changing and growing with it?
It's like, like a Yoda and Luke Skywalker. But in this case, I felt like kind of a kid in a toy store. I was able to jump in there, play around, and every time I discovered something new, I just was over the moon.